Last month, a 40-person tour reached the wrong temple. The village that expected them watched an entire day's income disappear. One map edit set that chain in motion.
No way! I'm Nisa. That's the kind of small change that looks tiny online and suddenly costs people in real life. Today, we'll show how that happens and what you can do about it.
Cambodia to the world and the world to Cambodia. Let's break this down clearly. We'll walk through real examples, how we verified them, and practical steps you can take to correct the record.
Right, and we start with a concrete case. Last high season, a market town temple was relabeled on a major travel site. A 30-person minivan tour arrived at the wrong ruin. Guides lost bookings and vendors lost customers for the day.
We confirmed that by checking archived pages, the edit log, and speaking with the village custodian. The change wasn't a single user edit. It came through a bulk data import that matched names incorrectly.
When you say bulk import, do you mean a database upload that overwrote local names?
Exactly. Large feeds from third-party datasets are matched automatically. The platform's algorithm favored the imported label because it appeared more recent in the feed, even though local government and temple records used the original name.
So, tourists follow the map, not the sign on the ground. That's how a wrong label becomes a real problem.
We saw another pattern. Foreign language data feeds sometimes simplify or translate place names in ways that remove local meaning. Search engines then prioritize the simplified label, pushing local sources lower in results.
And that matters for scholars too. Historians searching for sources can miss community archives if names don't match.
Let's pause and be clear. Accurate online place names are part of cultural sovereignty. If the record shifts without local input, history and livelihoods follow.
Okay. How do we verify edits? First step, check the platform's edit history when available. Look for timestamps, contributor notes, and whether the change appeared in a bulk upload.
Cross-reference with official lists, provincial heritage registries, local temple committee records, or university publications. If two independent sources agree, that's much stronger than a single crowd entry.
And take photos. A clear picture of the temple sign or inscription attached to your edit makes review faster. Platforms move when you provide evidence, not emotion.
Quick tech note. Mapping services combine user edits, public datasets, and paid commercial feeds. Algorithms reconcile conflicts, often favoring the newest or highest volume input. Human reviewers exist, but they're limited and usually reactive.
That's why community action helps. If local guides, schools, or heritage groups submit matching evidence, the platform has more reason to update the record correctly.
We should also talk about real harms. Conservation teams told us one wrong route put visitors across a protected river crossing, trampling saplings and eroding a fragile path. Small errors ripple into environmental damage.
And economically, a mislabel during peak season can wipe out a vendor's income for a weekend. I spoke with a guide who had to turn away bookings because the group followed the wrong coordinates.
One promising fix we heard, villages keeping their own bilingual photo archives and posting them publicly. When a platform flags a dispute, those archives provided quick proof, and the listing was corrected within weeks.
That's grassroots digital stewardship at work. If communities present their history clearly online, outside databases are easier to correct.
Let's give listeners a short toolkit you can use today. 1. Verify with at least 2 independent sources. 2. Capture and save photos of signs. 3. Submit edits with attached evidence. 4. Contact provincial heritage offices when possible.
5. Be persistent. If an edit is reverted or ignored, resubmit with better documentation or ask a respected local group to endorse the correction. Community endorsements carry weight on crowdsourced platforms.
Now for a delicate point. Public complaints can pressure platforms to act, but they can also create defensiveness. My preference is a stepwise approach. Private correction first, public escalation second, always with clear evidence.
I don't disagree entirely. There are moments when a measured public ask, with documents and local voices included, is the right tool. It's about strategy, not shaming.
So we're aligned. Document thoroughly, request correction privately, and if the platform fails to act, go public with evidence and include community representatives.
Exactly. Let me share a short success story. A community in the Plains kept scanned copies of their old temple registry and a photo archive. When an imported dataset suggested a different attribution, they submitted the registry and local testimonies. The platform corrected the listing in under a month.
That's the model. Local documentation plus respectful, evidence-based engagement. It protects heritage and supports the people who depend on tourism and accurate records.
Quick misinformation watch. We tracked a recurring claim that a museum collection had been moved to another country. We checked acquisition logs and official catalogs. The claim was false. Always check primary museum records or direct press releases before sharing dramatic stories.
And a short demo for listeners. Take a screenshot of the questionable listing, open the platform's Suggest an Edit or Report feature, upload your photos and links to official records, and add a brief note explaining the discrepancy. Keep the tone factual.
If you're part of a school or community group, turn it into a class project. Verify local place names. Build a photo archive and publish it under Creative Commons so platforms and researchers can cite it.
We'll put links and a short checklist in our episode notes so you can follow the steps we discussed. The facts are clear. The evidence is undeniable. Stand with Cambodia.
We'll share one listener note now, a teacher who runs a place name verification project with students. They collect photos, interview elders, and publish the results. That kind of civic work changes the record for the better.
To summarize, online maps and databases shape how the world sees Cambodia. Verify with multiple sources, document evidence, work with local custodians, and escalate carefully when needed. Small acts add up to real protection for heritage and livelihoods.
Subscribe to NSP Plus TV for more practical guides like this. Follow the checklist in our show notes and tell us what you tried. Your experience helps others.
Thank you for joining us. Stay curious, document carefully, and keep Cambodia's story visible and accurate on every map.
We'll see you next time. And if you try the checklist, send us a note about what worked. Your World Explained.